Ed Markey is fast approaching the big primary with Kennedy. A needless primary where Kennedy, in pursuit of his own political ambitions, is deciding to take down Ed Markey, even though he's one of the better senators. In fact, on the issue of climate change, one of the best senators we have. Well, Markey's got a new ad. It's a 3-minute ad. You can see the full thing online. I just want to show you a section of it because it's powerful. And make sure you watch the last few seconds of it because there's an interesting little historical dig there.
There's an invisible contract we all signed at birth, a promise. Every hour we work means longer days of freedom and security. It paved the road in your neighborhoods, and it added up to a country. But when crisis hit, Trump's government abandoned America. We asked what we could do for our country. They looked for what they could take. But there's a truth written in every history book. If you break the sacred contract, the people make a revolution. All across America, the essential people are demanding a new deal. Well, they call me the deal maker. I put the deal on the table, but the people make it impossible to refuse. With 500 laws on the books, you think I'm going to stop now? They wish.
Green New
Congresswoman
Deal.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey introduced their Green New Deal
to stop climate change and create millions of good jobs in the process.
We got to absolutely crush Donald Trump in November. But if we're going to end this era of chaos, that won't be enough. We got to make sure President Biden signs the Green New Deal. We can't wait.
You got to have folks in the United States Senate who are willing to stand up for working people. That's who Ed Markey is. I need Ed Markey in the United States Senate.
We asked what we could do for our country. We went out. We did it. With all due respect, it's time to start asking what your country can do for you.
That's pretty good. What do you think, Brett?
I like it. Battlestar Galactica references notwithstanding, right? Or is that all along the Watchtower?
All along the Watchtower, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Anyways, I love it. It was.
Yeah, Old Town Road in a Markey ad. That just seems a little bit weird, but yeah, it was the early part. No, it was powerful, and the full ad is like twice as long. You should definitely watch it. You know, we can't show you a 3-minute ad basically, but yeah, no, it's got a good stuff about his record. It shows that he understands, what's happening in the country, where the country is going, what needs to happen. He put the need to pass the Green New Deal front and center. He said in his ad, while presenting himself as, this obvious alternative to Kennedy, he also says, I'm going to challenge Biden. It's not just I'm going to do whatever Biden wants. Our only problem is Trump. So I love that. And then at the end, the little dig at JFK is obviously, that's.
Well, it's not a dig at JFK.
It's not a dig, but it's a
dig at JK3.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
He's running against Joe's grandson. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a dig, but I like it as a little moment.
It's absolutely, John, that is absolutely an attack on JK3. That is what it is. It is 100%. Listen, what we have here is a legacy Kennedy, by all accounts, D-bag, who's running for this seat. Why? Because he thinks he was born to be in that seat. Why? Because of Camelot. Camelot is a British royal trope that we need to get away from. You need to earn things in America by your accomplishments. That is the only thing this ad is about. This ad is just about, we're not going to put a Kennedy, we could put a Kennedy there if he earns it, but we're not going to put a Kennedy in my seat unless he earns it. And you know what's so sad about America, the sad truths, is that name recognition is 9/10 of the law of elections. Like, people know the Kennedy names. And we all know that his twin brother, Matty Kennedy, is a much more fun person.
Yeah, it's possessing that name is 9/10 of winning the election, I guess. Now the issue is that, like, how could he not have known that a lot of people are going to see this race, this challenge against Ed Markey, who's, he's one of the good ones, one of the better ones, would be like, what? So why are you challenging him other than political opportunism and ambition? And I haven't heard an answer. an answer that I buy as to why now, why this race, why take out Markey. And it seems like it might be hurting him. So in a new poll, Markey leads Kennedy among Democratic and Democratic leading voters, 51% to 36% in the poll, with 12% undecided. That's much closer than the same poll back in February, where Markey was only up 3. And I saw a few polls where Kennedy was actually up by a little bit. It seems like, at least according to this poll, that things have moved much more in the direction of Markey. Probably because
you said it was closer now, but you meant it's not.
I meant it was closer before, yeah. And so now he's up by a good bit, and I think that that's partially the endorsements he's gotten, the institutional support from things like the Sunrise Movement, and that ad's certainly not going to hurt, I would guess.
It's good because I understand the instinct for a lot of American moderate Democratic voters, which is like, I know what's going on. And of course, you know what's going on. You've lived in America. You've made it. You've gotten by, and you know stuff about. You've paid attention to politics. And what's good about ads like this from Markey is, and that's the job of political advertising, is to let you know frame things in a way that you could potentially see and say, actually, you're right. And I think what happens so often is you'll just see a Kennedy. And you'll say, I guess I got to do this. We had Teddy, and now we got, his nephew, his grandnephew coming up. Why not? And I think Markey has done a good job of fending off the challenger. And I mean, I've met Joe, and I was in a frat with his brother, but like, I much prefer Markey in these situations.
You met Joe? Interesting. I didn't know that.
JK, this Joe, yeah. He was in SAE, much frattier than ours. Matty was fun, man. Matty Kennedy's, he's a Kennedy. They kept coming back from ski trips with like broken legs and stuff, and you're like, you got to stop it. You got to stop skiing.
Yeah, but you're gonna kill yourself.
Fun, crazy guy.
God, yeah, the frat talk.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.